What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video in the Ideal Auto Factory. We talk about vinyl wrapping, we talk about RC drifting, and after a while, we're going to be talking about go-karts too. But today, it's all about the TDP Pigeon and another new ESC that I just acquired. I'm really excited for this. Let's keep God first, get into the video. In this moment, I definitely feel led to tell you all that, this Christian walk, living for Jesus Christ, is something that I'm very proud of and I'm not ashamed of. It's a privilege to be able to live in America and have that freedom because in other places it's not that simple. You can be put to death for having a say so in how you believe and how you express that. So every time I say keep God first in these videos, I'm living that. I'm not just saying it, and it's a very different walk than what everyone else in the world walks. So I have to say, if you're on here and you're watching, keep your head up, stay strong. God's got you. All right, cool. All right, let's keep going. For quite some time now, I have been a little bit in a mixed of emotions when it comes to whether or not my ESC is the best ESC for what I need it to be. Yeah. So you find yourself drifting and you say, okay, I want a Futaba 10BX, I want AccuVance, I want the motor, I want the gyro, I want the whole ecosystem. Bam! $1,000, $1,000, and you don't even have a car yet. Yeah, I did not know that there were other options at the time when I first got started in RC drifting. So here I am, fast forward however many years later it is. I think it's 4 years, 3 years now, or four. But either way, I've tried countless ESCs. I've even had a stint where I was like Sandwa all day, every day until, here I am trying to reach out to Sandwa people and you get no response. And then Sandwa doesn't even show drift stuff. Like, there's no marketing for drift things. So, okay, people they've proven themselves a long time ago. Cool. Well, now I'm trying all kinds of stuff. So budget friendly, just for you. A little over budget maybe, and then also we have things that are just it's too cheap to be true. Let's try it out. So here we are. This is my TDP. The TDP itself is where the money is at. Before even putting electronics in it, this chassis costs money. I'm not going to disclose it. You can go on elitedripshop.com and find out for yourself. And then here we go. I did sort of everything to it. So I put the suspension back here, and these are Overdose stock. You could say their kit. These are their kit springs and dampers. Don't mind the Velcro. Going to be changing those out. Yeah, so here it is. Still plugged in, ready to go because I will be drifting it. Heads up, spoiler alert. But nonetheless, this is it. This is what I've completed. This is what I've done. This is my weapon of choice whenever I want to get in someone's door without question. But I've never really solidified, okay, I'm going with these motors, I'm going with these ESCs, yada, yada, yada. Like, people with AccuVance is all day. It's simple. Get the AccuVance ESC, get the AccuVance motor, you're done. You know what you have. Well, without further ado, let me introduce you to the Hobby Wing XR14 ESC. 70 amps, baby. 70 amps. And notice it says suitable for 114 scale competitors. What's different about that than this is that it's less amperage, and then it says for sport. So 10 more amps, and now we got competition spec. Now what legally makes you say this is for 14 scale and you say XR? Because there's definitely an XR10, but the XR10 is pro, stock spec, just stock, all this other stuff. Well, here it's just the XR14. That's it. That's a done deal. There's nothing else in this model line. XR14 done. No other version of the ESC. None of that. So, Mr. Josh, why did you get an XR14 ESC? That came out of complete nowhere. I'm glad you asked. Well, this ESC is $90. It's high B wing, customer support, all this other stuff around it. You know, you can pretty much find this stuff online anywhere in the whole world. 70 amps, people know about it. Hobby Wing's a brand that's reputable, and it's under $100. Why would I even attempt to get something less than the XD10 Pro? Yeah, well, when they came out, they were over $200. And so I've never actually bought a brand new ESC until like a year and a half ago, outside of the Sandwa stuff. So here I am, I'm knee deep into it. And you know what? I'm just saying to myself, let's go in and let's find out these price points and these amperages. Let's find out what exactly makes an ESC good. Because it can't be just all, okay, you know what? Rant moment. Okay. We all know there's formula drift, right? And you can have a limited horsepower or whatever the rule is. I don't really know. But either way, in formula drift, like the horsepower gets insane. You put limiters on the engine, but your engine is like the most insane engines in the world. But then you're gonna put a limiter on it. So in my head, this is only logic in my head. It says you need power when you need it, and you don't need it when you don't need it. But these guys can change grip levels. These guys can change how wide their tires are. They can change so many different things about their grip levels. And we're stuck with the same tires. Everybody's on the same exact tire in RC drift versus formula drift, the real stuff. So what does that say to me now? Like, what am I trying to say to you? I am trying to say that there is a certain power level that matches the grip level the same way there's an FDR that works across the board for that the course or the layout that you're drifting on. Ultimately, I know that having more power and turning it down with is awesome and everything, but if this is $90 and everybody's saying, okay, you got to get Futaba. Nah, everybody's not saying that, but either way, you got to get Futaba. That's this top of the line stuff. AccuVant sponsors everything. We're talking about you could end up with an ESC that saves you money, so you can pretty much put the money where you want it. So any chassis is making a name for itself out there, and you're saying to yourself, well, I want that chassis. Here's a way to save money. Spend $90 and you got yourself a great ESC. I'm vouching for this one so much because it literally says competition spec, and I know what the settings are. Matter of fact, let's stop wasting time and me ranting and let me show you. All right, here are these specs on this ESC. We go from 60 to 70 amps, and then it goes from 200 to 300 amps compared to the 10BL60G2. The sport, basically ESC. So it has everything. It says 114, 112, and 110. 8.5T, 66 grams weight with wires. So there it is. That's the base specs we all want to know. And then here, this is where you pause the video and you get the full spectrum of all the settings. So much different for $90. We're talking $90, okay? And you get all of this. Granted, the XD10 is a lot less now. So yeah, get you that one too. But the XD10 weighs more. And I just want to show y'all this right there, because this was a big thing from the XD10. Look at that frequency right there. In 1K increments, pulse width modulation drive frequency in 1,000 increments. It's insane, the settings on this thing. And this is what happens when you get brand new stuff that comes out. The old tech is like it becomes older and older. You know, what is it called? Exponentially older as the new things come out. So this one having all of these different settings in the format that it's in, it allows this $90 that you spend on this to equal like, okay, well, that would have been $160 or $200 ESC a year ago or something like that. Either way, small package too. I can see it sitting in there. Small package. So yeah, let's go through the settings. All right, so we have all of the awesome $40 LCD program box here, multi-program box, Bluetooth functionality, so everything gets updated, and you can even do Wi-Fi tuning as well. I mean, wireless tuning, not Wi-Fi. Doing this for you all, for the boys here. All right, that's gone. So, parameters, settings. Let's get into this ESC. See what it's talking about here. All right, it says that. So we got the running mode, forward reverse with brake, max reverse force, cutoff voltage. Let me hook y'all up there. ESC thermal protection. I'll never mess with those. BEC voltage. Watch. Look at this. Yep. Good old 7.4 or 6 volts. Motor rotation. We can change it the other way around. Throttle rate control. It's at 25. I'm leaving it there for now, but it can go all the way up to 30. Typical stuff. Now, somebody please comment in below, you know, what the difference between this ESC and XD10 outside of power, because I feel like they're very close to each other. Initial throttle force, I have that at 3%. Coast 0. Look at it, watch it. This is the cool part. I don't think I've ever been able to adjust like this, like 1,000 increments. It was like 32, 28 or something, if I can remember correctly from my other ESC, but y'all can correct me if I'm wrong. All right, softening value, softening range. I don't understand that, why that's there, what vehicle that would be for. Drag brake force, done. Max brake force. Then we have brake rate, brake frequency, boost timing. Oh, no boost, nice. And then you can activate it auto or RPM. But let's throw some boost in there. Let's go to 10. 10 degrees. Y'all gonna be like, what in the world is he starting his RPM at? Yeah, I'll do 9,000. I would start it lower, but yeah. 28. Yeah, y'all don't follow my tune. I mean, it might be smooth, but it might not be right. I don't get on the track a lot. So turbo timing, just for the views, we're gonna go up to 15, so you guys can at least hear something change. 0.1 second delay, turbo increase. Wow. I like a little slower there. And then decrease. Let's go instant. Reset parameters. Nope. And save. Setup success. Get out of there. Now, let's turn this. You don't work yet. Yeah. So let's do data record. Does it let me do it? Nope. All right. So it doesn't have live data recording, but you can like import files and whatnot, different tunes and things like that. But either way, there goes the settings. Shut it off. Get this bad boy out of there. Let you guys hear it on the table. Let's hear what you got. It's live and well. Listen to that. You can't hear nothing. That is a wonderful introduction to the belt drive. The quietest thing on the planet. Oh, before I forget, let me take my mic off so you can hear it for real. All right, I'm back with no mic. So, there you go. That is straight raw noise right there. I'll show y'all. Let me get you from the other side so you can see my reaction too. All right, here we go again. Quiet as ever. I love that. Halfway throttle. Oh, it makes some wind too. Yeah, it rides. So 70 amps, that's what that gets you. 15 degrees of time, turbo timing, and then 8 degrees of boost, I think I said. Either way, you saw the settings, and yeah, there it is. So I'm gonna change the tires. Hey, maybe it worked, maybe it didn't. Either way, the tires are changed. Now let's go drifting. Oh. Oh, came out. Wow, it has been quite some time since I've driven this, and it is a lot to get used to because I have a new servo, a new ESC, a new motor, and of course a new suspension setup. So it's going to take some dialing in to do, but overall, the ESC puts out the perfect amount of power, and it's very smooth. Of course, I didn't check temperatures, and of course that's just me driving in my garage. Yeah, I know. I got to get to a track. I understand. Trust me. So, with that being said, in the garage, the power that it puts down for the gearing that I have, smooth. I could dial in some more settings too, which is where I'm at in my drift journey, you could say. Enough settings, but not too many. And then even further, the adjustments that I can make are in the right increments, all under $100. So For all those ESCs that are out there, hey, try this super high power ESC that's under $100 and it gives you all these settings. I've seen the apps, I've seen the Bluetooth connectivity, I've seen so many different faulty things that come with those ESCs, and I don't like taking gambles on things like that. So with Hobbywing being who they are, they came out with a drift ESC, they came out with a drift motor. What's stopping people from now finding the same features at a much lower amp rating and then getting better results because you're not just blowing through the grip level that the tires and the surface you have offer because you have the right amount of power. So that being said, this has been the basically like start to the TDP journey again. I am officially bringing it back out. This is the car that will forever be in the stable. The parts and everything that are in it is like my brain had to really think about this stuff. Okay, you saw the suspension. Matter of fact, let me show you again. And it's got RCDN, the home team, uh, Ideal Auto Factory, like custom livery going on, and then we have the belt drive there, and then this basically one-off suspension setup. I'm gonna do another video explaining how I did it, so don't you worry. And then there's two ways I can set this car up. But either way, it is a beast of a car. Notice it doesn't bounce back up. So I want to experiment with some different springs, but also this chassis is built a certain way that it does weight shift at its like. Look at this. You guys get to see it first because you wonder why I wanted to do weight shift stuff. Check this out. You saw barely any movement on that rear setup. Look at that. Just lean to the left. Now I'm leaning to the right. It leans, okay? And I'm not even trying that hard. And there's nothing high CG about this car at all. So you take that for what it's worth. Nonetheless, TDP ESC XR14 from Hobbywing, brand newest, I think it's the most brand new ESC they got out right now. And there's not even videos on it really. But there it is. Weighs less. I'm gonna give you weight stuff. Just look forward to a ton of videos coming out for the TDP. And no, you can't buy it like this way. You have to build it this way. So who's gonna show you? I am. So stay tuned. This has been another video in the Ideal Auto Factory. Thanks for watching. Comment below. Let me know if my driving was sketchy, glitchy, not smooth. Yeah, let me know. And I'll agree with you. But keep God first. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.